Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rainy, and of course this is the Enchanted Planner. Today we are doing a pen test and review. I really like my Tombows, but the Tombows that I have are very limited. I don't have a ton of colors. I only bought one set. So I was looking for dupes, really. So I went searching on Amazon and I found these, which were like just under 30 bucks Canadian, although I found the similar set, which has got double the amount of pens in it, on the Amazon US site for only $2 more, so go figure. I took the time ahead of time to swatch them all because this is primarily what I will be using them for. I use them for highlighting or making little, matching bullet points or whatever in my planners, and coloring, because I like coloring. Coloring is therapeutic and, gets my brain to unplug much like planning does. So this is the color swatch. So you can see it's got quite the oh my lord, I can't speak, quite the wide array of colors. So we're going to test this and see where we go. So I've got just a regular blank sheet. This is older Happy Planner paper, so I don't know how it would compare to some of the newer paper in their planners, because I'm sorry, the quality of the paper in their planners has decreased. They can deny it. We all know it's true. All right, so let's get these guys out. Now, what I also have here too is the Tombow Fudenosuke harder nib tips, because if you're a beginner letterer, if you're a beginner with lettering, these is probably a good place to start, because one has a little bit softer tip and this one, sorry, is the firmer. I don't brush letter yet, so bear with me. That's the firmer Tombow. And then of course this one's a little bit softer, but you can kind of get a feel for the two of them, and you can control the pressure a lot easier than, say, trying to start with like the Tombow brush pens, because these guys are a bit more difficult to work with because they're softer. Now, I will say these have got they're not as soft as these pens I bought, so there's that. So let's go in while I've got that out. We're going to pull out the matching, I think it's this one. Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So this would be the dupe. Yeah, this has got a softer tip for sure. And they're fine. Ooh, it's really fine. This fine one is really nice. Ooh, yes, I like the fine tip. Whereas, like we said with the Tombow, and then the dual tip on this one is a bit thicker. Oh. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we've done a blue. Ooh, this teal's pretty. Let's go check you out. So this is the dupe. Oh yeah, this has got a really soft tip. Like super soft. Like that was hard control. However, the fine is beautiful. I quite like the fine. Now, do I have a matching color for this in here? I think I do. So this is the Tombow. It's not quite the same color, but that's the Tombow. Now, my curiosity is, see, we didn't bleed on that, but I have a sneaking suspicion. Let's do, if we do something like this and try and build on the color in the Tombow. So that's one thing I like about the Tombows, is you can build on the color. There's a little bit of shadowing there, but there's not a ton. And then we'll try it with the dupe and see how buildable this is. Wait for it to dry a minute. It's quite buildable. It's the one thing that's nice, I will say. However, we get a bit of a bleed and shadow with that one. All right, let's cut up on into, actually, let's try the black first. Black. Yeah, I really like the fine on these. They're very similar to the microns. And then we'll try the black over here. This is a bit of a truer black. Nice. Nice. Okay, so let's head up into purples, because you know I have to play with the purples. Yeah, the tips on these are pretty soft. And then I don't really have, oh, actually I do, I have this one. Not too shabby. Yeah, like I said, with that build up on it, there's definitely some bleed through. But what I was really interested in them, like I said, I plan to use them for things like this, or like with my checklist. Let's pull one out that's got a very vibrant, what about this pink? I think this pink does. Yeah, it's pretty vibrant. Because my idea was to use them for things like highlighting or just creating bullet points. Not that I use bullet points all that often, but I wonder how it would work if we do that. Now, did that bleed? No. So if you're quick and you're not super heavy-handed, they'll probably work fairly well. But I would definitely test them in the new planner paper versus this old stuff. But where I was really curious was, what color haven't we done? We haven't done greens. Let's go into the greens. Let's do this one. Because I like to color. And I thought these would work fairly well to get my brain to unplug and stop. Yeah, not bad. It does bleed through a bit. They're definitely a vibrant and saturated ink, I guess is probably the best way to state it. I am not anybody that is in art, so all the lingo is beyond me, guys. But, you know, what I will say, like, really for the price I paid for these and the amount of pens I got, I can't really complain. I think they're not bad value for what I'm planning on using them for. I don't necessarily know that I would use them in my planner for like writing and stuff, unless I was using the fine tip. But overall, for what I want to use them for, which is really just kind of highlighting and stuff, or making, you know, just color coordinating stuff in my planner. Oh, I went outside the lines a bit. This is sort of just a play around and see what we can make of with these pens though, so. It's messy, messy, messy. Messy, messy, messy. Yes, it's apparently, what's that? Not Snow White. You're probably yelling it at me. Frosty. The magician from Frosty. Messy, messy, messy. But overall, like I said, for the amount I paid for these, what is that in math time? Let's pull up a calculator and I can tell you. So we'll go 30 divided by 60. They were like 50 cents a pen, 50 cents a marker. And like I said, the US version on Amazon has double the amount of pens to this one. And it's only like, I think it's like 31 US or 32 US. I'm like, how did I do? I did like 28 something for 60 pens. You all get like double the amount for only like $2 more. It is crazy. So I looked. I'm like, okay, I find something on Amazon US and I'll look at the price of it versus the one on Canada. Yeah, it's generally double the price at least. So I just want to test these out. So I figure I'll finish the word. Word, word, word. The word is the bird. Bird is the word. That's the song. Oop, I'm totally making a mess of this, but I'm trying to rush, so that would be why. Because otherwise, I love coloring. I find it very therapeutic. These coloring pages came from Di, actually, Creative Karma Designs. So if you're interested, I'll link them below. She's got a coloring book. It's really cool. Okay. So I think I would probably rate these maybe a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. I don't like the fact that they are going to potentially bleed through or shadow, because that really bugs me. Right. I don't like the fact that their nibs are super, super soft, because it's definitely something I won't be using for a while for brush lettering. That is for sure. But like I said, compared to the Tombow for value, it's not bad, because even looking at this, like if we go with a Tombow over and over here, I bet you anything it's going to shadow as well. Yeah, see, it shadows a bit as well. That was a terrible color to pick. Let me pick something that's a bit more saturated. So we'll go with this darker purple, and we'll build on that. Yeah, see, it shadows a bit as well. Not quite as bad as the other one, but it does shadow. So yeah, all in all, I think they're not a bad value, but it depends on what you're going to use them for. I would test them in your planner prior to using them in your planner, that is for sure. But yeah, I'm going to give them like a 6.5 out of 10. Now we'll give them a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 on the Enchanted ratings. I think they're great for coloring. They're definitely very vibrant, that is for sure. But yeah, I don't know about the planner thing. Kind of wigs me out, man. If I'm just doing highlighters and stuff, we're good to go. But I don't think I'd use them for any kind of lettering yet, because one, I'm not very good with lettering, and I would over press on, look at, I'm just covered in pen. I would press too hard. I would be too heavy handed with it, and it would probably bleed through on me, which would drive me insane. Oh my God. So that's a wrap, you guys. All in all, I don't think they're a bad value. I'll leave links in the description for you guys, so you can go check them out if you'd like to. I'll link the Food Nosuke, those guys as well, and I will link the Tombows. But if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to Tombows, because you want to have a variety of different colors in your inventory, these aren't bad. I would say they're worth the value you paid for them. Okay, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Drop me a comment if you're new, so we can formally welcome you into the community. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time.